So in this video, we shall be talking about how to identify the bull flag and how to identify a bear flag. And in the last video, we have discussed about the classic bull flag and classic bear flag. So let's discuss once more about that. So when a flag is formed after an uptrend, it is said to be having a tendency to move towards the downside. Like in this case, it went up and it is moving towards the downside, right? And in this case also, it is moving towards the downside. But in this case or the other cases, it is not moving toward the downside. So if you are asking that what is the classic bull flag among this, what will be your answer? This one and this one, right? So after they're moving up, they're coming down. But I'll be saying that this one will be also a correct answer, because see, if you see this slant line, it is also moving towards downside. Let me just show you some examples. Like in this case, we know that this is a flag, but see the upper slant. So the upper slant is actually the thing that matters. So it is going straight and it is making like this, a wedge kind of stuff. So we are not calling this a classic bull flag pattern, but this is a bull flag pattern. But we need to see something which is, let me show Wipro chart again. Now in Wipro, we can also see that it is going like this and it broke everything like this. Wait. So we cannot call this flag. So let me switch the time frame. See, do not try to force a flag forcefully. You can see the flag very clearly, like in this case, this is a classic bull flag pattern. And as you can see, it's perfectly confining to this area. And it is also converging to a point, right? After, if you draw like this, it will converge. So this is what I called a classic bull flag. So when identifying a bull flag, you need to see this slant. It should be on the downside. Otherwise, we will deal with that cases in a different way. But this is what we are looking. The upper slant should be on the downside. Now let's talk about the bear flag. So in these bear flags, which ones should we can call the classic bear flags? This is obviously a classic bear flag because it is formed after a downtrend and it is having a tendency to move to the upside, exactly opposite of the bull flags. And also you can see after a downtrend it is also moving towards upside, and also this one. So this one and this one will not be a classic bear flag pattern, correct? So these three. So let's talk about some examples. We shall be starting out with the Bajaj Finance chart. This is a weekly chart, as you can see here, and also see I have plotted a Fibonacci tool here. It is went from the 0% to 100%. See the markings here in the right side, and also notice that it has tilted to the downside and it stopped in the 50% range. Actually, it stopped in the 61.8% range, exactly same as the Oro Pharma one. Like it went up and it fell down 61.8% and again went up. So that's why I like the Fibonacci. I often combine the Fibonacci theory with the flag patterns. And as you can see, it broke up and it again made a flag pattern. So that is not a concern right now. So what I am telling is that in a flag pattern like this, the Fibonacci thing matters very beautifully. And I use the Fibonacci tool in many other kind of setups in the flag. We shall be discussing in the later parts. And also see the another chart here, which is of ITC in 1 hour time frame. So the time frame does not matter. A chart can be in a bull flag pattern in a 1 hour time frame, and it can be in a bear flag pattern in a 1 day time frame. So the pattern is specific to the time frame. If ITC is having a bear flag pattern in a higher time frame, then deal it as a bear flag pattern in the higher time frame. So right now we are seeing that it again went up and it also retraced to the 50% almost. No, not 50%. You can see it is 38.2% here, and it again went up. Okay, so this is the ITC in the 1 hour chart. So similarly, in the bear flag cases, you can see it fell down like this. This is Ethereum with compared to the USDT. So it fell down like this, and it again retraced to almost 50%, and it again fell down like this. So my current bet is that it will break down like this again, with a stop loss. So if my trade goes wrong, it will hit the stop loss. So this is the exact pattern. So this is a bear flag and those are the bull flags. As you can see, it is retracing to the 50%. We can also like assume that it will retrace to the 50% in here also. So that is the part of the induction theory, right? If it is happening in the past, then it will happen in the future also. So that's how the Fibonacci is being used here. So that's it. Let's see you in the next chapter.